This is part 2 of our 6408 and 6416 series for the Avaya IP Office. In this tutorial, we'll be talking about contacts, or your address book, redial, and call history, sometimes known as call log. The contacts directory is typically called directory on this phone. Press the menu button, and there on the screen you'll see directory, DIR. Press directory, and what we'll be using mostly on this phone, we'll be using index the majority of the time. Press index, and then you can start dialing the name. It usually works with the first name and last name. We know there's a Tom in the system, so let's start dialing Tom. T. We know there's a Bill in the system, so let's start dialing Bill using the touchpad. All we do is have to press it once. B. I. And notice that Bill has appeared in the screen. To give Bill a call, Bill's actually this phone, all we have to do is press the call button, and Bill will be called. We can hang up by pressing speaker, or if we were on the handset, we can simply hang up. We also know there's a John in the system, so press menu, directory, index, and start spelling John, J-O-H, and call. Hang up. Your administrator can add phantom extensions into the system that will call an outside line if you like, but you cannot do it from the phone. Next off, we'll show you the redial button. Redial is hard-coded right onto the phone by pressing redial. It shows you the last 10 or so numbers, inside or outside, that you've called. In this particular instance, we've dialed 205 and 204. To call them again, all you need to do is press the indicated button, and it will call 204, for example. Hang up, and that's pretty much all you need to do for the redial. Lastly, we'll show you call log. That gives you an indication of calls you might have missed, or calls that are inbound, outbound, etc. Let's go over to menu again. Press menu again. So we're pressing menu twice, and then we're actually using the next button, and you'll see the call log is actually called history on this phone. If you have a triangle above the HIST, that tells you that there is something in history that you have not seen. Somebody might have called you while you were away, for example. So all you need to do is press the history button, and you can see that on 114 today, 257, we had a call from 210. Now we can scroll through, if there's a right arrow here, we can scroll through other entries. So you can see the different things that have happened here, who's called and whatnot. So what we can do, we can call the person by pressing call, or we can delete the entry from the history. Let's call. Works just fine. Go back, menu twice, and then once on the next, and press history. Now to delete, just press the delete, 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 until everything's all gone. No stored number. Now if we go back to the menu system, hit it twice, and right, notice on history there is no caret or arrow above the history, which means we have not received any calls while we're away. Now of course, if they left you a message, you'd have a voicemail message light on right here, just like this phone. If there was a voicemail message waiting, you would have a red light on your envelope icon, and it would be glowing steadily. On this video and others we have recorded on YouTube, the light appears to be flickering on the video, but in reality, in person, it's glowing steadily. So anytime you see a red light, that's flickering very quickly. In actuality, when you actually have your phone, it'll be glowing steadily. Your eye will not be able to see the flickers, but the camera did. This concludes this lesson on contacts, or your address book, redial, and history.